I guess I was wrong. I thought Fangoria had been canceled because I hadn't seen it. But obviously, this is the spring issue. So spring has sprung for sure. So you can hear out there. Now, right off the bat, man, I say, I like to go at I kept saying Fangoria is more of a bourgeois magazine, right, compared to Rue Morgue, which is, they fool themselves. They get not bourgeois. They're still trying to do like a punk, metal, rebel ethic, as they are funded by the government of their country. But the Fangoria, the new one here, it's there are merits to Rue Morgue. The Fangoria, and a lot of that too is the layout. Fangoria used to have the old Fango. Used to have an amazing layout. I gotta say, Rue Morgue has pretty much the same layout design they've had like decades ago. Right? This is just I don't. I mean, the way it's, I don't know. I just don't like the layout. Someone could argue with me. Oh, it's the same layout as the old one. Whatever. I'm just saying. In terms of magazines, your layout is very important. Of course, magazines are dying form, but we're gonna keep going here. So anyway, that's my statement, my objective statement. Because you know me, I'm gonna be as subjective as hell. Coming through here, so I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I'm not, the editor here. I'm not even gonna go over his stuff. It's talking about death. There's been a number of. I mean, I know a lot of people in the last couple of years. A lot of people getting cancer. Okay, apparently, this is the same thing happening here. People in a certain age range. Okay, now I'm not even gonna talk about stuff that happened a couple of years ago. Okay, I'm not even gonna do that. Okay, I kind of did, didn't I? But I'm just saying that obviously, I'm just not gonna, as someone who's familiar with a lot of people I know having passed before their time, and the grief, that there's really nothing really to go over on that. So, although you would argue that horror, right, deals ultimately with what the fear of course, the fear of the unknown, the fear of the dangerous that can cause your death or worse. I'll leave it at that. So we'll go through here. This guy Scott. I used to not like this dude. I think what? He's a good actor. He's a good actor. Apparently, there's a film that's shot in a car with somehow. I mean, love Anthony Hopkins, but I mean, somehow he's a threat to this younger man. I'm not sure how that can even be possible. Although it is a remake. Also out there's a lot of people talking about. Never forget. I know this has totally in tangent. Right? People are talking about The Departed in like certain right wing circles. The Departed. Right? It was a remake of a Chinese film, Infernal Affairs. I know, I saw it with my fiance and her mother. Okay, so just remember the Departed, the Great Departed, with the stupid fucking Dropkick Murphy song and all that shit. Okay, that's a remake of a Chinese film. Anyway, and I like the cultural climate as tense as it is in 2025. All art is political, as the old adage goes. And that's the theme I keep saying to you. Right? Whether it's Comics Gate or any of these normie bougie people on the normie side, okay? Everything is political. Everything is political. You're damn right. Okay, people understood this. I know, right? Anyway, we go here. I don't know, what is this? I don't know what this is. These look like YouTubers. I don't know. But apparently they made an 80s style slasher. Oh, that's interesting. And I just like, the only thing I could say about this, I like what they wrote here. Actor director is Brick and Wolf Hard. The hell kind of names are those? Are they Russians? No. A lot of actors write. I like this. A lot of work hard to avoid what they saw as an annoying trope. And I like this. I actually like these kids now, what they said. A lot of actors write themselves as the coolest characters. We want to write ourselves as the most pathetic losers in the script. I keep saying that, right? And even like the horror films I try to do, I'm never gonna be a damn hero. So I'm gonna be a villain or someone getting horribly killed, or both. You know, I mean that's really what you gotta. You know, that's what you need to do, to be the Donald Pleasance character. You know what I mean? That's the real. That's the real fun of acting. Anyway, oh, I remember this guy. David Shaw, this guy's still around. I don't know. I feel bad because I never really saw what the big deal about this dude was. But whatever. I just leave it alone. The Jaws. You know what? I didn't. I looked through this magazine. Somehow I missed this. I missed this thing with Jaws. What can I say about Jaws, man? I know that they say this looks fake. This doesn't look that fake. I'm gonna honestly say. They always say, "Oh, the shark." They hid the shark. Obviously, it didn't work during the filming. But I'll say at the end, man, when you see the sharks, man, I got to paraphrase Quint, man. Especially the great white. They almost don't look like they're alive, do they? They almost do look like they're machines. They literally are. They're eating machines, millions of years old. But anyway, as someone that doesn't want to read. Oh, remember they used to show this all the time on the Sunday night movie. Remember 8:30, the Sunday night movie. Remember, all my New York people. But yeah, I missed this somehow. What can I say about Jaws? So there's a lot I can say about Jaws. I read an interesting article written by a Russian about Jaws, and the title sounds. Well, yeah, it's something. It's very similar. I don't know. It was just weird. You know how those Russians are, man. You can't trust them with that Putin. Anyway, so of course Barbara Crampton. I always say Barbara Crampton, man. You look at her. It's amazing how this woman has not aged. Has aged very well. You know, if I hear one more, yo, black don't crack, man. Fuck you talking about? So. The elf people. There's elf people that age good too. So, of course, I'm not an elf, apparently. But, no. What is this? How did I miss this? I thought I read everything. It's something about slashers. They're actually trying to look into the idea of slashers. Like, revenge. Okay, what is a I mean, they're sort of like. Well, we went into like the boogeyman. What is the boogeyman? What do these people represent? Right? I mean, who cares? These are weird articles. They're very short and they're kind of like they're like. It's another thing too. It's like So now we have another thing with the balaclava. It's funny. Remember when I know in Ireland this thing was with the IRA guys were where I always think of this. Some guy was robbing a liquor store would have something like this, but not in the last 30 years or so. Hey, it's probably a thriller of some sort. It's a thriller. So, anyway. And it's up. I like how this guy is still making films. Cronenberg. I don't know if I'm a fan of his, to be frank, but The Brood was good. The Brood and Videodrome. The Brood, the Videodrome were good. So, and I just like what the guy has to say. Right? We thought you had retired, right? And he's like, we're getting new movies. So he's like, well, I'll try to keep it going as long as I can. So yeah, because really, when you think about being a director or a certain art form, you could do it into your very old age. I think what's his name? John Ford did the. Now, of course, the one thing I had mentioned, when you have Rue Morgue and you have Fango and you have the same movies, they covered a lot of the same things. So you're gonna start seeing there's a whole Final Destination article thing. Is it a weakness? What are you gonna do? How much horror can you cover? And I just want to say, remember her? Remember Ali Larder? I thought she was really cute, man. I thought she was beautiful, and she was also the role she played. She was always in a role where she would go through a lot of hell, go through shit really hard and take a lot of hits. It's I wonder what happened to her. I thought she was really good. No, I did right. Remember I mentioned this scene? Oh my god, dude. Anyway. I will be revisiting Found Destination because I actually got the collection at Walmart. And this is the new one. Oh, we have a more diverse cast. Yeah, and Tony Todd, man. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, he was dying when he made the film. So, yeah, he was great, man. He was great, dude. But there's not much for me to say. So now here they got some weird little film here. A woman having to go through this home. What the fuck? Oh shit! It looks like one of those films. Oh, she wants this woman is going to be married. So of course it's struggling body issues, and, you know, and they keep going with the whole thing. Is that it's a political issue. Everyone, you know, remember the story that everyone's obsessed with looking really, you know, the body to be these perfect body types that don't exist, right? Taking advantage of our insecurities, right? Well, shit, that's everything is about insecurity, isn't it? I know what your self-worth when your appearance is what's of value and not your insights. How you become so self-aware, self-possessed, the only thing you meet when you meet others is your own reflection in their eyes. Well, that unfortunately, that is how the world is. Okay, it's a very private experience. We're all facing. It's a completely problematic political issue we're all facing for trans women, for men. Well, why not for trans men? Whoa, why you discriminating against? Fuck, you see this shit? Come on, man. Yeah, listen, I'll say it again. I said it before. Okay, I look out there. I see the people. Okay, all classes and all races. Oh, nobody's fucking. Most people, the vast majority of people, don't give a damn how they look. Okay, I can see that out there. All right, so now this. Okay, what am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do? Obviously I'm not gonna see this film. Oh, why not? Well. Now I thought it was interesting that the Michael P. Jordan, remember he was the African National Socialist character in the apparently in the Black Panther film. Remember the Black Panther film? It was the first black superhero movie. Finally, they had a superhero that was black in the film. Remember that? Amazing, amazing. So it's like, well, it's like, oh, you're fighting vampires. Yeah, you know, that's who would that what would that be a callback to? Fuck, I'm not even gonna mention it. Come on, man. But now with CGI, you can actually have what I always like to say when people play dual roles. But of course, I don't think these two characters, obviously, that's the same actor. I don't think they're that different from each other. And looking through this, I didn't really see a lot, other than apparently it's in the South, and you got this vampire comes into the juke joint. Like, remember that Bitter Root comic I had gone over? Remember? Man, I got a lot of hate comments on that. I should put that back up and bring that up. So, but you know, it's kind of like, it seems to be like just these two who are criminals. These two gangster brothers go to war with this Irish vampire dude that comes in that wants to turn the people in there. So, but reading this interview, I didn't really get too much out of it. So, other than, yeah, I gotta do another vid. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do another vid. So I have since seen videos of people literally getting on their knees and doing something to this film, embarrassingly so. And it's pretty much what I would think it would be. There's a shootout at the end where they kill them devils, the KKK. So I guess they're fighting feds, though. I don't know. And the whole idea, this weird thing that this character is not racist. Okay, it's just, there's been a lot of it. I'm not gonna see this. I would never watch this. Very social political. Yeah, well, there needs to be more social political horror. I agree. Okay, but maybe from other viewpoints. And then you throw this. And this, I'm gonna do another part to this. So much of the film relates to history and the impact and contributions of Black Americans on American history, to music and culture. Okay, seems like your previous films, Boston is grappling with what was stolen from us. Who's fucking? Don't talk about stealing shit. Don't even talk about that. Don't even talk about that. Okay, because your culture that you got here, okay, you got it from someone before you, and you passed it back. That's okay. Okay, but you start putting it in these terms. Please. I don't know why I'm doing tit for tat, but given the current climate of America. Yeah, okay. Uh, yeah, a lot of people I can't believe what they're hearing with that little incident out there in Austin. I'm totally flabbergasted at that. Really? You didn't think that? You thought the people weren't gonna rally to that kid? Really? Where the fuck have you been? 2020 wasn't that long ago. Anyway, stop. I'm gonna get it. Come on, come on. And actually, to be fair, the I saw the director talk. He seems like a decent guy. See, I'm not mitigating something. I'm saying something because I have to admit what I've seen. Right? Damn truth. I would say it's always one regardless of specific political climate or administration. It's beautiful about making movies, and what's difficult is they take a long time, brother. You know what I'm saying? When I sat down to write this, it was a different administration. I'm the one telling you it doesn't matter what the administration is. Okay, you're ruled by a system. You guys are always talking about systemic this and systemic that, but then when I tell you you're ruled by a system, you're like, oh no, it's this guy is the bad guy and this guy is for me. Yeah, but it doesn't really make them different from conservatives, does it? Right? So I've been going around with, certain people, relatives lately, people who health-wise are not doing well, and they're blasting that Fox News, man. Yeah. Oh, you're against Fox News. We're on the same page. Yeah, Fox News is way too liberal, right? And now it's social media, right? So, which is where the only way I could find out anything about this film. So, you know what? Maybe it could be a good movie. I don't know, but you know what? I only have so much time. And now, okay, you know what? We're gonna go to part two. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to part two. Yeah, rest in peace. All right, here we go.